If you're driving under the influence of something other than alcohol, that cannot be determined via a breath test. They either have to get a urine sample or a blood test. So if you're driving under the influence of marijuana, or you're driving under the influence of an opioid, or you're driving under the influence of some other controlled substance, Xanax, what have you, what they will typically do on scene is ask you to submit to a preliminary breath test. What that tells the officer is that if you're blowing .000, but you're acting very, very impaired, he should be calling what's called a drug recognition expert who can do further testing on you that's specific to drugs and not alcohol. Sometimes it's hard to get a hold of a drug recognition expert or a DRE on scene, depending on where you are and what time of day it is. In terms of that, it's a harder case to make for the state or for the police to charge you with. However, many attorneys aren't familiar with the different requirements for DUI versus DWI, and you want to make sure you have someone who knows what they're talking about when it comes to, well, you know what? Field sobriety tests aren't valid for anything other than alcohol. So if they're using just that to substantiate a DUI, well, they might have problems if that's challenged in court.